When you think of minimalism, you might think of living in an empty white room or not buying anything new, but that is far from the truth. In this video, I'll explain what minimalism is and its core value, as well as how it can change your life. Those common misconceptions mentioned above are part of extreme minimalism, and it's one way to be a minimalist. But if you were to meet some minimalists, you will find that is not what minimalism is. You might even find that most minimalists live a completely different lifestyle, yet they all follow the same principles. Sure, getting rid of stuff is often a result of minimalism, but that isn't the whole concept, it's a part of it. Throwing a bunch of stuff out doesn't automatically make you a minimalist after all. Minimalism's core value is priorities. Minimalism is all about reassessing your priorities so you can get rid of excess stuff that don't bring value, so you can focus on the things that do bring value. That is why minimalism can be applied to multiple areas of life. People declutter their material possessions, relationships, digital workspace, ideas, and more. The most common areas minimalism is applied to, in order, are your physical space, your time, and your finances. Your physical space is the most common area minimalism is applied to. The core idea is to look at all the things you own and figure out if they provide value to you or not. You get rid of the extra stuff you don't need to focus on the things that matter. However, it's not just about getting rid of stuff. When you might buy something new, you have to ask yourself if it will provide value to you or not. This way, you maintain that minimalist space. Second is your time. We often schedule a lot of activities in our day-to-day lives. Whenever you might feel that you don't have enough time to do everything, or you're feeling overworked, you should start saying no to things to free up more time for the things that matter. You also only take on activities you prioritize, so you don't end up with a super busy schedule. Third is finances. Oftentimes, people that decide to be a minimalist find that they save more money because they are less attached to material goods and spend less on them. By asking themselves questions before purchasing, they are able to stop impulse buying. Minimalism has helped many people like Matt D'Avella get out of debt, so if you are struggling with debt, I strongly recommend you to try it. Saving money is one of the many benefits of minimalism, and I will talk about more benefits later. Minimalism sounds simple, but there are many misconceptions. A common misconception is that a minimalist has to have restrictions, like living with less than 100 things. That is not the case, as you can own as much stuff as you want, so long as they all provide value to you. Minimalism exists to help free you, instead of restrict you even more. A less common misconception is that once you declutter, you're done and can now proclaim yourself as a minimalist. That is not the case, because it is an ongoing process, since you have to constantly adjust what feels right to you. People change, and so will your priorities. You might find yourself short-handed and need to buy more stuff, or you might find that you're still overwhelmed by possessions and need to declutter more. When I first started, I felt that I didn't declutter enough and had to declutter more. As for the benefits, I mentioned spending less as one, but I also want to talk about enjoying life more and having less stress. Minimalists enjoy life more because they start to look for happiness through life instead of from material goods. They determine what is necessary in their lives instead of doing things just to impress others. There are people that buy fancy cars just to impress others and maintain a certain image, but they never wanted the car in the first place. By letting go of that pressure, you are able to enjoy life a lot more. Minimalists also have less stress because they have to clean less, they have more time to do what matters to them, and they don't have to do things they hate. Also, there have been many studies linking clutter to stress. One recent study done at UCLA shows a direct correlation in spiked cortisol, aka the stress hormone, and clutter. The study referenced mothers as having a cortisol spike while dealing with belongings. One thing to note is that men do not react as strongly to women to cluttered surroundings. so read up on the studies and form your own opinion. Do you identify as a minimalist? Leave a comment below and check out these other videos on minimalism if you enjoyed this video.